What is up? This is me doing my first impressions video of a Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time. Now, the first impressions of this game is that it's really good. It's actually really good. And I'm not usually that huge fan of like Ratchet and Clank games, and it surprised me, this game. That's the most I can say about it, is that it surprised me. I mean, I've played and completed Tools of Destruction and Quest for Booty, and they were good, and really good. And then I just expected the exact same thing in Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time, but surprisingly enough, I actually love it. I think it's great. First impressions, the graphics it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous game. Really good looking game. And there's a lot of gameplay elements in it that obviously that are from the other Ratchet and Clank games, but like, you know, there's new things also that make it just extraordinary. And the frame rate also helps a hell of a lot. Frame rate helps more than it should. I mean, like, I'll have to say that this is the smoothest game I've ever played in my life. It just runs so smoothly, it's unbelievable. No game in history should run this smooth. And it does. And it's a full, I'd like to believe it's a full 60 frames. Oh god. Oh shit! Ah! I'd like to believe it's a full 60 frames, but yeah, it could be a 30 frames, but even then it still runs so smooth. Shouldn't be able to run this smooth, I don't think. And there's all the old weapons that you expect, and those are the weapons that I use the most, really. The weapons that you're used to. But there's also new weapons. There's this, if I can land on this planet, I'll show you. There's this weapon that's like, it's got like a lizard on the front. This one, the Sonic Eruptor, and it's just a blue lizard on the front, right? And what it does is he barps. He barps. It's fucking awesome. And there's a little bar at the top of the screen, and when that fills up, if you press it at the right moment when it fills up, it unleashes. Wait for it. It unleashes hell. It's just a big, huge explosion, basically. And another thing that makes the gameplay all that more special about this Ratchet and Clank, like with Quest for Booty, even though that was like really short and it didn't really do anything different compared to Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction, is that Ratchet is playing through this entire game without Clank, and it's great to see how he copes without Clank, because Clank has all the gadgets in that. But then you kind of sort of like cope without Clank because you get hover boots, and that gameplay aspect is really fucking cool, using hover boots, and you move at some quite astronomical speeds. I just wanted to say astronomical there because it sounds spacey. But you move really quick, and you're doing flips and shit. It's quite incredible. Another thing I have to like compliment the gameplay, not the gameplay, like the frame rate is like when you're in a city, like when you're on a planet, not a planet like this, like a proper story canon planet. I mean, it's unnecessary, but it just happens. Like, there's so much happening in the background. Like, there's like 20 ships, all individually flying in the background on their own individually set path. And if you're a total geek and into like how games work and shit, that's incredible. That's phenomenal. That it runs at 60 frames per second, and it does that shit in the background, and it doesn't falter the frame rate. It's just fucking incredible. Blows your mind every time. And by far though, the best thing about playing this game so far is Clank's missions in the Great Clock. Literally, probably one of the best graphic places I've ever seen in my life. Well, actually I'll tell a lie, it's Clank's Subconscious. That's the best graphic thing I've ever seen. and also it's technically incredible, because like there's these pads, right, that you walk on, and it's like 100 individual squares, and when you're walking over them, they all move to where you're running. And if you look at what's happening in the background, and these squares all moving at the same time, it blows your mind. Oh god, I'm such a geek, eh? I'm just such a geek. But it's incredible. I just can't believe it. How good it actually runs. It's stupidly good. The characters, it's quite weird, right? Because in Tools of Destruction and Quest for Booty, like, you got that Talwyn lassie, and those two robots that like try and perv on her all the time. They're not in this game at all. There's no explanation why they're not in the game. Why is the camera going blurry? There's no explanation why they're not in the game, and there's also no word of them in the game. Like you don't actually get to hear of them, except if you're lucky enough to actually bother to listen to the radio channels. One of them will broadcast a message from Talwyn for Ratchet. And that's, I don't know if that's cool or not, but it kind of shows that they still acknowledge that she's alive, but they don't bother to actually have her in the game, which is quite unfortunate. Actually, I'll just put the hover boots on now. Hover boots are awesome, by the way. And you can still attack. Doesn't make any difference when you're moving around. You can still attack. It's just to help you maneuver around some planets, really. Oh, right, and oh, it's cool. Oh, give me the hover boots. There you go. And also, there's easier to acquire side missions in this. I just feel like play is a lot easier than the other games. It's easier to get the hang of, and it's easier to like perform shit that like in other games you'd find hard to perform because you actually couldn't find it or you didn't know how to do it. And overall, it's just that on first impressions, it's just an overall better game in every aspect, really. And I'm quite looking forward to playing the rest of the game, seeing what more weapons you can get, how more the gameplay can progress, how the story can progress, to see if the gameplay will just stay the exact same for the rest of the game, or it will actually just keep bringing in new elements every so often. And that's about it. So that's my first impressions video, my very first impressions video, and that's my first impressions of Ratchet Clank. A cracking time. And so far, looking to be a really, really good game. Can't wait to review this shit. So, thanks for watching, take care, and love your PS3. Bye bye.